having two variables, like we already know, is like this kind of equation, x plus 3y equal to 4. So this kind of equation where x and y, there are two variables, okay, and this is a linear equation because the power of x and y both is 1 only. So this kind of equation is called linear equation in two variables. And if you talk graphically, okay, then this represent on graph, this type of equation represent a line basically. Okay, so it is a line on graph, it is a line in 2D, okay, or you can say in plane. Okay, so any equation of this type will represent a line in graph. Okay, one more thing, let's discuss it first. There are two terms like dependent variable and independent variables. Dependent variables and independent variables. So this is basically if any equation, let's take this equation only. So this is x plus 3y equal to 4. So we can write it, this equation, in two form. Like if we can write it x is equal to 4 minus 3y, or we can also write it 4 y is equal to 4 minus x upon 3. So same equation is written here in two forms. Okay, so in this case, we have expressed x in terms of y. We have expressed x in terms of y. In this case, we have expressed y in term of x. Okay, so in this first case, y is called independent variable, and x is called dependent variable. And in second one, if you talk about this, then in this case, x will be independent variable and y will be independent variable. So it's totally depends on that how we are expressing, how we are writing the equation. So if we expressing the x in terms of y, then y will become independent. If we are expressing y in terms of x, then x will become independent. So this is the basic, these are terms that we should know. So that's why I just explained it. So this is called independent and dependent variables. Now here in this chapter, basically we have to study the solutions of two linear equations. So solution of two linear equations. Suppose we have two linear equations. Let's try to learn it, understand it through a graph first. So if we have two linear equations, so two linear equations means two lines. Okay, so if you talk on graph, so there are two lines, means two linear equation. Okay, because both linear equations represent a line. So if there are two linear equation, it means they are representing the two lines. So in between the two lines, there are three possibilities. Either both line will intersect each other somewhere. Okay, like in this case, let me write it because the spaces are less. So in this case, they will be cutting each other somewhere. So this is the case one. Case two, either both line will be parallel and they will not cut each other anywhere. Okay, then in case third, either both of the line representing the same line, basically both are coincident. Okay, so let's write it some point here. So suppose this is our line 1 and this is line 2. So AB and CD. Here this is A, B, C, D. Here this is A, B, and C, D. So these are the three possibilities in case of two lines. Okay, so if you have to talk about the two lines here, so we have three cases here, that either they will intersect each other somewhere, or if either they will not intersect each other anywhere, that will be parallel lines, or they will be coincidence, they will be on each other only. Okay, so you can see in these three cases we have, so the solution, the term solution is basically the point in the first case is this point where both line are cutting each other. So this is the solution in this case first. Okay, in case 2 we have no solution, and in case 3 we have infinite solution. So what is solution means? Solution means we have, like we have, suppose we have two equations, 2x plus y equal to 1 and x plus y equal to 2. Then we have to find the value of x and y, that those values or that one value is satisfying the both equation. Okay, so what we mean by solution here, the value of x and y, okay, or the you can say the coordinate, like in the graph you can say the a point xy. Okay, so we have to find the value, or it can be values. Okay, so it depends on the lines, like in this third case we have many values. Okay, so we have to find value or values of x and y satisfying both the equations. Satisfying both equations. Okay, so we have to find such value of x and y. There are different ways to solve these equations, so this that we have to understand it first graphically. That's why I was just explaining it graphically. So in graph we have these three cases, and then in these different cases we will have different number of solution. So if lines are parallel, we have no solution. If lines are not parallel, it means they are cutting each other somewhere, so we will have one solution only. And either we can have infinite number of solutions. Okay, now let's take these two equations again, 2x plus y equal to 1 and x plus y equal to 2. One, this is 1. So this is the two equation, two linear equations we have, and we have to find the value of x and y. So how can we solve it? Like let's take find the value of x in terms of y from this second equation. So can we write x is equal to 2 minus y? Okay, now I'm just putting this value in the first equation at the place of x. So it will be equal to 2 into 2 minus y plus y is equal to 1. So this will give us 4 minus 2y plus y is equal to 1. Or if we solve it more, we will have minus 2y plus y, that will equal to minus y and let's take 4 this side. So 1 minus 4, that will be equal to minus 3. So this will give us y is equal to 3 here. Okay, now if y is 3, then from here you can see we will have x is equal to 2 minus y, that is equal to 2 minus 3, that is equal to minus 1. So we have value of x and y, that is minus 1 and 3. Now if you check, let's put these two values minus 1 and 3 both in both equations. So let's put in first one first. So it is 2 into minus 1, that will give us minus 2 plus 3. So if you check, we are getting 1, that is equal to RHS. Okay, so it is satisfying the first equation. If you check the second equation, we will have minus 1 plus 3. So again we are getting 2 here, right? So again this is satisfying the second equation also. So this kind of value, so this is one of the solution. Okay, so this is the solution of these two linear equation, that simultaneous linear equation. It means we are talking about the two linear equation at once. Okay, so solution is always occurred, solution terms always occurred when we will be talking about the two or more than two equations at once. Okay, so we have to talk about the two equations only here. So we are talking about the two equations first only. So in this case we have these two, this is our solution minus 1 and 3. Now I'm writing the general equation here, and we will talk about some concept here. So let's write two general equation, two general linear equations, like a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and the second one is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So let's suppose these are the two equations, two linear equations having a1, b1, c1 as the x and y as variables, and a1, b1, c1 are coefficients. Okay, so these are the two linear equations we have, and we have to we are going to talk about their solutions here. So we have the three cases here. Then let's take about the first case. Where the graph were intersecting each other. Okay, okay, so if they intersect each other, so in this case we have some terms here, we say that this have unique solution. In the case 2, when they will be parallel to each other. So in this case we say no solution. And in the third case, where two line are coincidents, so here we say infinite number of solutions, so infinite solution. Okay, now in this, how we can say, by seeing this two equation, how we can say that two equations are going to intersect each other, or they are going to parallel to each other, or they are going to be coincident to each other. So there are conditions, like in first case, if they intersect each other, in this case a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, so in this case, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, yeah, and any doubt?
So this unique solution means what?
Unique solution means only one solution, just one solution. Okay,
Yes, sir.
like just we have explained it now. So we had just one solution, that was minus 1 3. We can't find any other solution for these two lines, so this is called unique solution. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so in this case a1 by a2 will be equal to b1 by b2, and a1 a2 b1 b2 are, a1 is the, a1 and a2 are the coefficient of x, and b1 and b2 are the coefficients of y. We have to take a1 a2 b1 b2 with signs. Okay, so we have to take care of this, that you can see all are positive, written here in the positive signs. So if there will be negative sign, we have to consider it with signs here. Okay, so if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, it means we will say that they will have a unique solution. They are going to, or if you talk in graphical, then they are going to intersect each other, or you can say they are going to be, they will have the unique solution. In second case, when they will be parallel to each other, in this case a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but this is not equal to c1 by c2. Okay, so this is the second case, the condition for two graphs, two lines, linear equations to be parallel to each other. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but not equal to c1 by c2. In the third case, all of three are going to equal. b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So this is the third case, and in this case, we are having the infinite number of solution. Okay. Now there is a term called consistent and inconsistent solution. So you can remember the case number 1 and case number 3. Case number 1 and case number 3 are comes under the consistent solution. Consistent, that we will say that linear equations are consistent, and in the second case we say it is inconsistent. Okay, so let's me write it like this. In this case it is consistent, in this case also we say it is consistent, and in the second case where they have no solution, so in no solution case they will be inconsistent. Okay, so is it clear to everyone, this part, this complete part, this all the three cases when the equation, when the system of linear equations will be consistent, when it will be inconsistent, when we will have unique solution, when we will have no solution, and where they, when they are intersecting each other. So all these cases are clear, all these points are clear to everyone. If anybody having any doubt, you can ask right now, because this is the very most important part of this chapter. What is the meaning of consistent here? Consistent is basically it is being used here because we are able to find some solution, because it is used, this term is used for a system of linear equation, not one linear equation. So in this case, the cases where we are being able to find at least one solution, so we say that it is consistent. If we are not being able to find any solution, then we say it is inconsistent. So these are the terms for basically used for the system of linear equation. Okay. Anybody have any other having any doubt?
So the problem,
Sorry.
sir. Hello.
Yeah, and
Sir, the problems are based on these three cases.
yeah, problems are based on these three cases only.
So for graph and all, this three cases will be there.
We will see the problems. If you, it is, I'm talking about the concept first. So if nobody have doubts, then we can move to the problems now. Okay. So let's move to the problems. So we have to learn it, we have to see this solutions, this complete three cases in two parts here. First, we will solve a linear system of linear equation graphically. So first exercise is based on the graphical solutions only. So we are going to solve it graphically. So in this graphical case, we just have to solve it in similar way. We are going to draw the line as you were drawing in class 9. So we are going to draw the lines on a graph paper, and they will cut somewhere, so they will have unique solution, and we will say it is consistent. So let's take some example. Let me see your NCERT book. So all of you having the NCERT book with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Put questions. So this is your example 2 from your NCERT book. So this is the basically based on the application of linear equation. Okay, so I think all of you already familiar with this. Okay, so we have to uh, create the equations first from this given data. Okay, and then we are going to solve it. Okay, so the question said that Romila went to a stationery shop and purchased two pencils and three erasers for race 9. Okay, so it is about the price of pencils and erasers. Okay, so let's suppose that the price or the cost, you can write anything, the price of pencil is X and that of eraser is Y. So from the first line you can see we have two pencils means price of two pencils means 2x, and price of three erasers means 3y, and that is equal to 9. So this is our first linear equation. Then after that it says her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and eraser with Mila, and she's also bought the 4 pencils and 6 erasers of same kind for race 18. Okay, so now we have the second equation here that says the price of 4 pencils, that will be equal to 4x, and the price of 6 eraser, that will be equal to 6y, and this is equal to 18. So we have two equations here, two linear equations. Now we just have to solve it and represent this situation graph algebraically and graphically. So we have already represented it in algebraically. We have represented. Now we have to draw the graph and show it that what is the solution and what is the price of pencil and erasers. So let's talk about the case first. So if you see here, we have A1 is equal to 2 and B1 is equal to 3 and C1 is equal to 9. A2 is equal to 4 here, B2 is equal to 6 here, and C2 is equal to 18 here. Okay, so if you find the A1 by A2, that is 1 by 2. If you find B1 by B2, that is again 1 by 2. If you find C1 by C2, so that is again 1 by 2, right? So in all the three cases, we are getting 1 by 2. It means it is the case 3. So both of this linear equation going to represent the same line basically. So both are going to coincident. Both are going to be coincident. So let's draw it. So I was just showing the cases here that if we how we can check that what going to happen on graph. So now let's draw their graphs. So I think all of you already know how to draw the graph. So in the first case, we just have to find the value of x and y first. So we need to find at least two values of x and y to draw a line. Yeah, Bhavika?
Sir, since we have studied the standard form ax plus by plus c. So if we take the c on left hand side, it would be in minus. So we will take minus and plus.
Yeah, that will take -9, but it will be also -18. Okay, so the matter is that if you can't keep in one equation you can't keep C1 from right side and in one equation left side. You have to take care that in both equation C1 and C2 should be in same side. Okay, that you have to take care of first only. Okay, so here,
Thank you.
yeah, in here you can see if you bring 9 and 18 both in left side, both will be -9 and -18, so it will give again 1 by 2 only. Okay, so no difference. So in some equations, some questions, 9 will be written left side and 18 will be written in the right side. So there you can't make the mistake. You just have to bring it in same form first. In both, either this constant part should be in the right side only or in the left side only. Okay, so here we just have to find the value of x and y, and all of you have already done this part in class 9 also. So just put the value of x and y here and find two values of x and y, and we can draw the graph, and you can see that is it representing the same line on graph paper or not. So if you see here, if you put x equal to 0 in this first equation, equation 1 here, so we will get x equal to 0. So in this case, y will be equal to 3, right? If you put y equal to 0, we will get x equal to 9 by 2. Okay, it's giving 9 by 2. Then let's use some other value, 9 minus 3. Okay, so let's take y equal to 1. So if we put y equal to 1, we will have 3. So 9 minus 3, that is 6. 6 by 2, that will be equal to 3. So we have 2 points, 0, 3 and 1, 3. Now for equation 2, Again, in equation 2, if you put x equal to 0, you can see again you will get y equal to 3 only. Okay, and if you will put y equal to 0, let's take y equal to 0 here. So we will get again we are not getting integer here. So let's take y equal to y equal to 1. So if we put y equal to 1, we will get again 3 here. So you can see you are getting the same point for the both equation. It means they are going to represent the same line on graph paper. So you just have to draw the two lines and thus make some difference. You can use colors, different colors, or you can just make someone dark to show that they are two different line. I'm just representing the two different line. Like you can name it here A, B, or it's like CD. Okay, so you can write here, this is equation 1. You just have to write the equation here, and this will be your equation 2. And you can show they are going to they are constant to each other, so there will be infinite number of solutions. Okay, so this type of questions are in your exercise this 3.1. Okay, so this is your NCERT book. So we have just discussed this one. Okay, so now we have the second question is here. Two rails are represented by the equations this. Okay, represent this situation geometrically. So again, we just have to draw the graph and represent it. So in this case, you can see we are getting two linear equations, and if you see, let's check our a1, a2, b1, b2. What is happening here? So we have two equations here. X plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. If you see a1 by a2, that is equal to 1 by 2 here, and b1 by b2 is again 1 by 2. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but you will find c1 by c2 is different. C1 by C2 will give us 1 by 3. So that is different from these two. Okay, so this is the case 2, and we are getting a parallel line. You can see in graph. Okay, so it will have no solution, or you can say it is the system of this linear equation is inconsistent. Okay, or graphically we will say the lines are parallel. Okay, so these three terms you just have to remember always. So any of these can be used. Sometimes they will say in question that two lines are parallel. So you just have to focus the parallel, no solution, and inconsistent. These three are same thing for us. Okay. Yeah, Akshita.
Sir, I have a doubt in example 2.
Yes, what is your doubt?
Sir, how it had came 1 and 3 in equation 1 and 2?
How it came 1 and 3 in equation 1 and 2?
Yes, sir, how?
Okay, let me see if I made any mistake. Though if you put y is equal to 1 here, okay, I written it wrong here, right? Y will be 1 and x will be 3 here. Okay, so you just have to change it here. I just written it wrong. It will be 1, y will be 1 and x will be 3. Here also y will be 1 and x will be 3. Okay, now it is right, Nakshita?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, sir.
now. Yeah, so then this is your exercise 3.1. You can see we have same questions here. Okay, please try this one. Question number 1. Try to build up the equations and just tell me the what type of solutions they will have. Please try, all of you. This first one, build up the equations and tell me the what type of solutions they will have. Yeah, Bhavika.
Sir, we will compare the emissions for 7 years ago or 3 years after.
It says Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Okay, so you just have to, in this type of question, you have to suppose the present cases right now. Okay, so let's take present case of Aftab is X and his daughter Y. Okay, so percentage, I'm talking about the percentage. Okay, so let's suppose the percentage of Aftab is X and daughter is Y. So 7 years ago, both of them ages of both of them will be X minus 7 and Y minus 7. So there is a relation that 7 years ago I was 7 times. So X minus 7 will be equal to 7 times of Y minus 7. So there you will get the first equation. And in the second, when 3 years from now, it means 3 years later. So you will add 3 in both, X plus 3 and Y plus 3. And then you the relation is that 3 times. So X plus 3 will be equal to 3 times of Y plus 3.
Sir, can you write the equation, please?
Okay, just wait. So I'm just writing the equation. I just I'm not writing the question here. So first line, if you read, it says Afsaf tells his daughter 7 years ago. Okay, so what in this type of question, whenever the questions based on age comes, consider the present age only. Okay, so let's present age of Aftab is X and present age of his daughter Y. Okay, now in first case it says about the 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, the Aftab age will be X minus 7. Okay, and her daughter age will be Y minus 7. Okay, 7 years ago. So and it says that my age, Aftab is saying, so Aftab is saying that my age, I was 7 times as old. So he must be 7 times of his daughter age. Okay, so this will be your first equation. So you just have to write it in the standard form, that will be equal to x minus 7 is equal to 7y minus 14, 9. And if you write it in a standard form, we will have x is minus 7y is equal to plus 42 is equal to 0. It will be intersecting line with unique solution. Okay, and if you write the second equation, that says 3 years later, right? 3 years from now, you can read the question. It says 3 years from now, it means 3 years later. So 3 years from now means it will be equal to x plus 3, and his daughter age will be equal to y plus 3. So
Sir,
x plus 3, how?
Sir, how it
Right.
had came plus
Um,
42?
49 will come this side, right? So 49 minus 7, that will be equal to 42, right?
Okay, sir.
Akshita? Yeah. So if we solve this one, we will have x minus 3y, and this will give us 3 is 9, and minus 6 equal to 0. So this will be your second equation. So these are the two equations here. Okay, so you just have to, in the first exercise, you just have to draw the graph. We are not talking about the solution, but if you talk about the solution, you can see here we have a1 by a2 is 1, that, and b1 by b2 is something 7 by 3. So a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. It means they are going to intersect each other and they will have unique solution. So this is the case 1. Okay, now you can we can move here to next part. So we have already talked all this. So we have already discussed all of this. Yes. So I think we can cover the exercise your 3.2 also. Okay, as because we have already discussed all of these things. Okay, so now we have questions of this type. Check whether the pair of equations are consistent, and if so, solve them graphically. So if you see here, we have x1 a1 by a2 is 1 by 2, and b1 by b2 is 1 minus 1. So that those are not equal. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. It means they will have consistent solution. Okay, they will have consistent and unique solution. They are consistent and they will have unique solution. So you just have to draw the graph same again, and you can see we are they are cutting each other at a unique place. And in this case, you will have to find this value actually. Okay, where they are going to cut each other. So that point will be your solution. Okay. So we need to draw the graph very carefully because we have to find the solution also. Repeat which part is this example 4 and
Sir, example 4.
yeah. So example 4 is saying that check whether the pair of linear equation, these two linear equations are consistent, or if they are consistent, then we have to solve them graphically. Okay. So here we have already given the equations. If you have to check the consistency, you just have to check the a1 by a2 and equal to b1 by b2 or not. You can see here a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, because a1 by a2 is 1 by 2, right? And b1 by b2 is -1, because 3 by -3, that will be equal to -1. So both are not equal. It means it is the case 1 where we will have unique solution here. Okay, so this is the case 1. So it means the equations are consistent and it will have unique solution. Now we have to find their solutions graphically. So let's draw the graph first. So it is already done here. You can see find the value of x and y. Same steps you have to do. And when you will draw the graph, they will intersect each other at some point. So that point where they are going to intersect each other, that point is your basically solution. So you have to write that point. Okay, so that point should be right on graph. So that is that point, that is which is coming here 6 and 0. So this is the value of x and y, and which is a unique solution for this two system of linear equation. Okay, so this type of questions are here. Yeah, please try the example number 6. Example number 6, try to build up the equations. What will be the equation here? Please try to do it yourself. Is it done? All of you got the same equations as it is written here?
Yes, sir.
Hello, anybody having any confusion, or all of you got the same equations? Yes, Piyush? No confusion. Okay, so you can see if you will try to solve it, you will find that a1 by a2 that is equal to 1 by 2, and b1 by b2 will be equal to 1 here. So both are not equal, so it will have unique solution again. Okay, so you just have to solve it graphically. Now I think you can cover your exercise 3.2. All the concept we have already discussed, so all the questions are based on these three things only. Either they are this, if we talk about graphically, then we will say they are intersecting or parallel or coincident. Or if you talk algebraically, then we will say they are consistent or inconsistent, or they will have unique solution, or they will have no solution, or they will have infinite number of solution. So these are the terms where here only. Okay, so all the questions are based on these things only. So please try to complete this exercise 3.2 before the next class. That will be on Tuesday. Okay, so before Tuesday, try to cover all this topic, all these questions of your exercise 3.2, and then we will start with algebraical method. Okay, from next class. Okay, any doubt, anybody?
So can you explain the exercise 3.2 first, second question?
Exercise 3.2 second question, this one on comparing the ratio.
No, sir. The 5 pencils and 7 pens together.
Okay, 5 pencils and 7 pens bought together for the cost of 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together for 46. So it is just easy. You just have to consider that cost of one pencil is X and cost of one pen is Y. Okay, so 5X plus 7Y will become 50 here, and 7X plus 5Y will become here 46. So we will have two equations. You just have to then check that they are consistent or inconsistent, or how many number of solutions they are going to have. So you just have to apply all the concept then. Okay, any other doubt? Okay, so no doubts, then please try to complete this exercise 3.2. Okay, then so that we can discuss all the doubts of this exercise in next class. So next class will be on Tuesday. So I'm ending this class now. Thank you everyone.